Alright, D. Hey everyone, today we'll show you how to create your own Pokemon sprites and actually put them in game. So the first part of this video is basically making your very own custom sprite out of a Pokemon, or inserting your own sprite. So I'm gonna show one of my sprites. This is just one of my sprites right here. If I can. Now this is Wobbuffet and another Pokemon. Now I usually just do Pokemon fusions and just put them in like that. And I didn't know the other Pokemon name. I think it's it's one of the Diamond and Pearl Legends. And I did a mix of Wobbuffet and that Pokemon. Only know I think one of them is Palkias, which is the pink one. I'm not sure. But really, you only need two things. Is actually only one thing for this part. Two things. You're going to need Microsoft Paint. You can use the old version or the new version. Yeah, just spread it out. Have two of them open. Be as wet as you want, so you have like your paint tablet. Should be like this if all the way out. So yeah, for on one of them, and then really the other thing you need is a Pokemon sprite sheet. And with that Pokemon sprite sheet, and well, I can find it. Here it is. I use the Mega Pokemon sprite sheet by Sanzor, and the download link will be, the picture will be in the description below. But this other one I found on the internet, which is basically exactly the same thing. It's just search up Mega Sprite List, and you should find it pretty easy. But I'm gonna use this one. You can open it. As you can see, you got this whole page. Look how much space it holds, though. And it supports for this picture. And most of these are 64 by 64 sprites. And these go all the way down to Diamond and Pearl. And this was the one I was talking about. That's Palkias, that's you know who. I'm not a black and white person yet, so I don't know every Pokemon. Some Pokemon are probably still a mystery to me, but most of them I know. Because I know that one, like that one's Arceus, that one's Mewtwo, Leafeon, and Glaceon. Why is Mewtwo all the way down here, by the way? Shouldn't he be up there with the Kanto Pokemon? But yeah, you got Coryon Z, or is that 2.0? Drifloon, Ambipom. Yeah, you know what I mean. For the other paint is where you're going, basically your mixer and fusion. So you can make a back sprite if you want to. We'll actually do both. Um, let's see. Place this where you like. Oops. Gotta be careful with that Control Z sometimes. Oh, this is one of my sprites, by the way. You can make your own sprites with that list too. Mega Sprite list. This is the other Mega Sprite list. It's just the same thing. How do I? There we go. Grab the select tool and select two Pokemon of choice. Or three Pokemon. Because I actually did three Pokemon once and it didn't turn out very well. So I usually like doing two. But do three, do four if you want. Do all the legendaries if you want to. It's your heart's desire. But I'm just gonna do something simple. We're gonna take home some of my favorite Pokemon. Let's see. Let's do Squirtle and Butterfree. So copy and paste on this screen and put it like somewhere in the middle. Only put it up in the corner when you're finished. And then Butterfree. I don't think I got it. Oh no! I had to grab it completely. Copy and paste. Now a thing you need to know. A few things you need to get though is that before we start, I want to get something. Yeah. Let me start that over. Before you need to do stuff like edit, remove parts. Um, let's say, I want to take Butterfree's wing. So let's say I grab Butterfree, and you've probably seen this before. This. You don't want this. And let me like change the background color to like gray. Then you get this giant gray square. You're like picking up the entire thing. If we did this, Squirtle would be covered. We don't want Squirtle to be covered. And that is when this feature comes in. Just click the select option and transparent selection. Click that. Now when I select Butterfree, it will go completely over it. The only bad thing is that if you have like white things, they would go transparent. Like if you have white things, they'll go transparent. And I think Butterfree has some white to it. Yeah, but like Chansey and Blissey, you're gonna have some problems. What is this? Sorry. I think there was something on my screen. Now, how are you gonna get this part on Squirtle? Well, I like using the eraser. And this is a nice thing to do. First select and grab a part of the Pokemon you want. Copy and paste. Now we got Butterfree's wings. If we do that twice with each of Butterfree's wings. See, I got a miniature Butterfree. I want Butterfree's antennas on Squirtle. I usually don't put the eyes on there. I think they're a little ugly. Hey, look, I got a Butterfree. And I think I want Butterfree's arms. There's a bit of an easy way to do it. The hardest is the eraser. I like to go in pretty close, and this is the smallest eraser you can use. And you can leave a comment below if you like my other sprites that were in the title. It was that same Wobbuffet sprite, Pikachuno, which is a mix of Articuno and Pikachu, and I had another one. I'm gonna put that up in the next video, or maybe even show you. The main thing you need to know is how to erase. And always pick up, and don't hold it the entire time, because if you make a mistake, you're gonna have to start over. I think that's how you do it. There we go. Do it the other. There's also an easier way. You can also use, since these are single colored, you can also just fill them in. Since these are just like, I like to repeat myself, do I? But yeah, these are single colored, so don't have to worry about pixels. So yeah, that's the good part about this. So let me grab all this, push them over here. I'll be right back. Okie dokie, I'm back. Sorry, thought I heard something. Anyway, so yeah, the main part of this is just erasing. And erasing. This probably takes the longest. The other long thing is coloring this thing. Probably might be thinking like, oh no! I'm actually gonna have to erase that. You can also take a giant white brush and just brush it away. Yeah, the eraser's easiest because one, you can actually see it, other than the brush. Oh, no, there's that, and then like this one, you have that spot. But yeah, and the spots like that, just use the smallest brush, and it's about the size, the smallest brush is like the size of a pixel. So you could easily clean those areas. There we go. So now we got all the parts we want, and wasn't there one more because I decided to get Butterfree's arms? Where was it? Here it is. And again, you could just use the paint bucket, but you still have all these leftover pixels that prevented them from spilling out. There you go. Now we got all of Butterfree parts together. I'm gonna put them in a group over here. Now we gotta get rid of the stuff that Squirtle doesn't need. Really, the only thing Squirtle doesn't need is his arms, because we're gonna be replacing his arms. But if you're like replacing like Squirtle's face, like his eyes and mouth, maybe even shell, like a Torterra shell, yeah, you're gonna be changing it. So now we got Puffpa's arms removed, and now this is a hard part. We're gonna have to like re-add a shell. I'm gonna add a bit of a shell back. Here's our trusty little thing, and if it's colored too, then just right click and you'll fill it in. I think that will do. I'm not a very good Squirtle drawer. So now, all our Squirtle is ready. And now, oops. Oh, and don't forget, if you're planning to move something, change the background color. And it won't be transparent anymore. So now it's time to add all this stuff on Squirtle. So let's grab a butterfly wing. And, it looks like now if it doesn't seem to look right, try placing it on the Squirtle. These butterfly wings are awfully big for a little Squirtle. So it's okay if you have to desize them a little bit. So don't be scared to desize them a little bit, because I had to do that once for Sprite. That should be Squirtle size enough. Because now, what I'm a little afraid of is oversizement. Now you don't want oversizement, because look what happens when you make this thing bigger. Actually, never mind, forget what I said. Oh well. So yeah, we're gonna have to make that thing Squirtle size. And I also need some Squirtle placement. And then we had a there we go. Then we got Squirtle's hands. Our new hands. Oops. I don't remember to change the background color. And then the antenna. How do we grab a couple white pixels? I don't know. And there we go. so now coloring this thing. I want to get an extra thing of Butterfree. Just in case. Because we don't have Butterfree's original color. Wait a second. Where did Butterfree go anyway? I thought we already had a Butterfree. Ah, there she is.
No, it's my spot. No, this is my spot. No, they asked me to do it, not you. Where away?
I'm sorry. Butterfree's had a fight. So, I guess they'll both be doing it.
I'm doing a tackle. Yeah. Oh no, I fainted. There, win.
What is that? A Squirtle butterfly? Back to the original. Yeah, color. There's two ways to color. There's the eraser way, and then the fill bucket. Most of you would probably choose fill bucket over everything. Just grab your little tool. Grab the part of the Butterfree you want. Now I'm going to make this color a little bit brighter. Because there's no really bright part of it. Oh, oops. There we go. Now you can keep filling it. Oops. I keep doing that. Then, there's the, eraser way. First put in the Squirtle's color, which, why did it go up there this time? Oh well. And then, grab the Butterfree color, and put it down here. Grab your eraser, and right click. Oh look. Look at that. Pure genius. And now we're filling it with Butterfree's beautiful color. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I right click. Sorry. Oh well, make sure to left click. That Squirtle has a lot of texture here. So yeah, just color it. What's that pixel doing in there anyway? Is that part of Squirtle? It looks ugly. Oh well. Okay. we go. So now our Squirtle butterfly is now finished. So I hope you guys found this a bit useful. And, yeah, looks like it. And I hope to see you next time on the next tutorial on how to actually, oh wait. Stop. Okay. I am very sorry. We're not done yet. Why do we keep on looking? There's one more step we need to do. Is first get rid of butterfly. Just get rid of all the extra stuff except for Squirtle. We're Squirtle free. Yeah, that's what we should call it. And put it in the very corner of your screen. And make it that the tip is touching. Make it as high as you can. And make sure the tip of each pixel is touching. Because we're going to make it 64 by 64. Then we're going to shorten it. And look down here. This is where you need to look at. So we want it 64 by 64 pixels. So it looks like it's getting shorter than that. So it looks like the squirrel might make it. 64. This is 64 by 64. And let's center our Squirtle. And now you're done. So we got a 64 by 64 pixel. Click save and name your anyway. There's Better Troll, then there's Squirtle free. I guess I'm gonna go for Squirtle free. And now you got your 64 by 64 sprites. So in the next video, we're gonna show you how to add it actually in the game. So see ya. Okie dokie, sorry about that. I might actually lie, we're not done yet. I promised that I would make a Sprite, and I completely forgot. So I was about to say that for another part, but of course the last time we made Squirtle free. So let me open this. We're just gonna quickly make a box sprite. And of course, like the last episode is going to be us putting the sprite in. Just remember to make transparent selection on. And now we're able to begin. So I'll just speed this up for the future one. So yeah. Let me speed this up.